Last night's presidential debate focused mainly on the economy and health care.
The next debate is supposed to deal with foreign and domestic issues. And now, a political action committee with military ties is trying to make sure the attack on the American consulate in Libya becomes a focus of that debate. 10 on your side's Art Khan joins us now with this developing story. Art?
Yeah, well, Nicole and Stephanie, a group that calls itself the Special Ops OPSEC Education Fund, produced this political commercial you see in the monitor behind me. In the spot, they accused President Obama of divulging classified information and lying to the American people about the attack in Libya.
There is nothing acceptable about playing politics with national security.
Since the American ambassador to Libya was killed in an
Some things more important than politics?
This morning, President Obama's campaign for re-election came under attack when this political ad hit the airways in Hampton Roads.
President Obama wanted credit after our military killed bin Laden. Highly classified secrets were leaked, endangering real heroes and their families. But when terrorists kill SEALs and diplomats in Libya, this administration doesn't tell the truth about what happened, and the president says it's just a bump in the road.
Former Navy SEAL and Virginia Beach resident Scott Taylor delivers his group's message in the 30-second spot. But he expects the controversy over the administration's handling of the bin Laden raid and the attack in Libya to get a lot more time in the next debate and in the final weeks of the campaign.
This will become an issue. It's not going away. We still haven't done anything yet on Libya to find out who these guys were.
The spot accuses the administration of lying to the American people about the attack on the American consulate being the result of a spontaneous protest over a video defaming Islam, even though government officials later cited evidence that the Americans killed in Libya were the victims of a planned terrorist attack.
The administration came out and really tried to pursue and push this fabrication. So it was a lie.
Justice will come to those who harm Americans.
Not soon enough, according to Taylor.
The president, they ordered an investigation by the FBI. The FBI is not even on the ground yet. Yet CNN was on the ground. They were able to get the diary of the ambassador.
Aren't some things more important than politics?
Well, just how important this issue becomes in the campaign could become more apparent by the end of the next debate between Governor Romney and President Obama. Art Khan, 10 on your side.
Prior to the release of this latest TV ad, Taylor's group released a video criticizing the Obama administration for releasing sensitive information about the raid that killed bin Laden.
Several Massachusetts